Hello again, dudes and dudettes. Welcome back to I'm the Dude Games. My name's I'm the Dude 5. Today we're going to be doing a 100% Lego Marvel vid of Hala. Is it Kree you're looking for? 14th story mission inspired by Lionel Richie himself. Got our work cut out for us. Got 10 mini kits, the character token, and Stan Lee to rescue. I will admit that some of the trophy names and level names in this game were clever. That was one of them. It makes me laugh just because they took it from a song from a famous artist. I will say this, I always thought that the Kree and the Inhumans were the same. However, they are not. They are two separate species, and they are two separate societies. The only reason I think I may have thought at one point that they were the same was because their architecture looks very similar to each other. For a while, I did kind of think that. So right off the bat, we're going to destroy two of those silver statues. There are 5 of them in the level. We'll use Miss Marvel at that vent, and you'll find the hidden character token underneath. Over here, if we come to this door, I think it looked like it was lined up before. But you need 2 characters to kind of activate these switch levers. Sorry, these pressure pads. And I think you have to kind of line up the glowing circles in a single line with each other. It looked like they were already lined up horizontally. But I think what ended up happening is that I ended up lining them up. Yeah, that's what ended up happening. You gotta activate the pressure pads till they line up again horizontally, and then you'll pull this Lego plug to get yourself a mini kit right there. So that's the first one that I got. Doesn't matter what order you do these in, by the way. Kinda doesn't, it kinda doesn't, because there are certain areas of the mission you can only access so much. So I mean, you can do it in whatever order you want. So if we come over to this compactor over here, we're going to put these cubes in there, fit all 3 of them in there for your second mini kit. And there's another silver statue up here, so that's going to be the first 3 in this first little portion. I'm just going to pull this doorway out just so I can get my characters up there. And the overhead bridge. I'm going to use Miss Marvel to deactivate this electric switch because I need to actually slow down / deactivate the laser gate that's keeping us here. That will actually slow down the first ring of this laser gate enough to get one of the mini kits, but first I'm actually gonna do this a little bit out of order here. While I'm up here, I'm gonna pull that Lego plug out to reveal that power source there. But before I do anything else, I need to use 2 of my characters to pull these levers on either side of the overhead bridge here, because there's a mini kit in that little box overhead. And then we'll use a flying character to go ahead and get that. Come on. There we go. Alright, that's minikit number 3. And then there should be one more in this portion. We just need to use Iron Man to melt that gold brick on the first laser grid there. To get minikit number 4. And then we can go ahead and move on to the second portion that's past the laser grid. Alrighty. Now all we have to do is pull the lever that's inside this double helix power source here for the laser grid to deactivate it, and we can move on. So pulling that lever will slow the laser grid down enough for us to get through, and then we'll push the button on the other side to actually completely shut it off. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and destroy this 4th silver statue, and then the final one we're not gonna be able to access just yet. Next, we'll use Captain America to douse those flames on that lantern there. Not that lantern, it's more like a brazier. We'll assemble that mini kit once you do that. And we're gonna come over here to the left side, because there is a rollerball puzzle that we need someone like Groot or Miss Marvel to activate. This pad here. We're gonna roll ourselves actually forward to open up the doors so we can see what's going on inside this little puzzle here. You roll forward, that'll open it up, and there's this little rollerball puzzle. Now, you have to roll the ball into each of the pressure points, each of those little gold pressure points, because then that will activate the doorway to get the ball through the maze. When you get to this middle level here, it's a little tricky. You need to get the ball directly on the very center of those 2 popping little tube bricks, because then that will bounce it up into the gold pressure pad above it, and it just barely gets it to touch it. Like that. There we go. Okay, and then that'll activate the final doorway, and you'll be able to get it to the bottom there. And that will open up the chest and get that 6th mini kit. Is this the 6th one, or is it the 7th?
Quite a collection I've got going.
Yep, it's the 6th. Okay.
Do I get myself in these crazy situations?
We're gonna do a little story-based gameplay. We're gonna use Black Bolt twice. Once to destroy that Kree ship and assemble the lever mechanism that will allow us to turn the sonar microphone. Sorry, the sonic microphone.
Boy, I could use this.
Heads up. More bad guys with nothing better to do.
Once you activate the sonic megaphone the first time, it'll allow you to gain access to this mini kit right here when you need to use a digging character like Black Panther.
Protect my people in this strange new world.
And then we will smash open this cracked Lego wall and build the lever that will allow us to turn our sonic megaphone to the left. We'll activate it one more time.
Get me out of here.
I will get to you in just a minute, Stan. I'm trying to get everything else first. If I had Black Bolt's powers, every time I used it, I would say the most random stuff just to try and sound funny because his voice is so destructive. His sonic voice powers are so destructive that they can literally, like, tear entire continents, if not entire planets, apart. He's very, very powerful. That's the kind of power you do not want to have, like, Tourette's if you have that kind of power, because then you're just literally just gonna wipe out everyone. Now, you don't have to turn the sonic megaphone in order to obtain this mini kit, but there's one sitting right below and around the base there. Now, unfortunately, we have to get past these enemies in order to obtain these final 2 mini kits. They make it very difficult to try and get past them, so just go ahead and defeat them, especially the ones with the electric shields, because they start messing me up here real good. Good thing about Lego Iron Man is even when he dies, he comes back to life. Unlike Avengers Endgame. Tear slides down my face. God, these electric shield enemies are a damn nuisance. I recommend hitting them with some kind of laser ability when their shields are down. Because once they start activating their shields, they become invulnerable for a little bit.
Boy, I could use a superhero right now.
There we go. One of the AIs finished him for me. Alright, so after that, firstly, there's nothing behind the one on the left side except studs. But the one on the right side has one of the mini kits, so we gotta melt the gold brick on the right side mainly. If you're after studs, go ahead and melt both of them, but that'll get us mini kit number 9, destroying that final silver statue that's behind there. And then we destroy this gold brick banner on the right side to get mini kit number 10. And we just have to rescue Stan here. Now, this puzzle is like a grid of dice. It is a grid of dice. And it's almost like Sudoku. You have to match up the numerical values to equal the ones on the left and the right. So
I have no idea how that happened.
that little dice puzzle there, 2 and 1 across adds 3. And 2 and 3 down adds to 5. And so you just have to add up the dice to equal the numerical values both on the left side and the bottom. So it's a little bit of basic math there. And there are no collectibles in the final boss battle. So after that, you can basically save and exit. And that is the end of Hala. Is it Kree you're looking for?
Excelsior!
And it looks like we unlocked Inferno. Must be an Inhuman or a Kree. I don't know. He almost looks... His costume looks very similar to Ant-Man's. Alrighty, guys. That does it for this episode. And I want to thank everyone so much for watching. We have... Let's see. 6 more to go. 6 more main story missions. Then the final playthroughs, or the main playthroughs of the DLC packs, and then I got 100% those too. So, thank you all so much for watching. My name's I'mTheDude5. This is I'mTheDude Games. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to get notifications. Like this video as well as any others of mine that you may enjoy, including the one I provide on screen. Also follow me on Twitter. Link in the description below. Thanks everyone again so much for watching. As always, stay classy. I will see you all out there in the Marvel Universe.